You come in at number 9 in the state, according to Meck. Start off the season against Gaffney. You lost in the second round. I think that's tough. Again, another 10-win season for a program that you said last year that 10 wins want to get better, want to kind of improve. And so this year you have to improve with a new quarterback. So there's a lot of change happening here in Mid Hill. Talk to me a little bit about how you're preparing, how you bring a new quarterback into this system, etc.
Yeah, it's obviously new for us. The last 3 years we've been spoiled to have Justin and, going to the spring, not really having to do much install. So with a new quarterback, hasn't been much of an adjustment. He's come in, hit the ground running. He's picked up the offense pretty well. He's done a good job. I think the most impressive thing about how he's come in is how he's come in with the team and just kind of stepping into that leadership role. But yeah, this year, we're coming off another 10-win season. Our main thing is trying to get over the hump. Trying to figure out for us what's going to get us to that next level. We've been to the semifinals, we've been to the third round. Now we're just trying to figure out internally how do we get over that hump.
And how do you prepare for a team like Gaffney as a week 1 out of state?
Well, the good thing about that is we've been down in the scrimmage Gaffney and a half of football for the past 3 years. And before we left this year, we was just like, if I come back, we're playing the game this year. So we're very familiar with them. We understand the atmosphere that we're going to be in. We understand how good Gaffney is. So we're going to treat it like any other game. We're going to prepare. We got our hands full. But our kids are prepared for the challenge, and they've been working hard all summer for it. And we're excited. We're 2 weeks away. It's right here. So we're just excited to see what these guys are going to get out there.
And before I turn it over to Matt, Jaden, I have a question for you. Yard season last year, one of the tops in the state when you look at you were a top 5 running back. But when I read all the running back lists and whatnot, I don't see Jaden Jones' name on it. What does that do to fuel you after this basically wonderful season you had last year to not see your name as some of the elite in the state?
I think I'm really worried about my name compared to all that. I'm just coming out here to execute what I want to do on the field and just play football. I do that.
Like the team first mentality.
All right, well, kind of in that same vein, DJ, you've expressed on social media some frustration with rankings where your team has been ranked, kind of, I guess, lower than what you expect. Expressing those things on social media, why do you feel like that's a really important deal for you?
We feel like as a whole that, there's a tier of teams that we don't get mentioned with. And we like to think that consistency means a lot to us. And over the last 3 years, we've been pretty consistent with what we put out there. With 32-8, there's only really one other team in Charlotte that has more wins than us, and that's tough. I like to think a lot of the rankings are what should be and what could be rather than what is and what has been. Okay. That's kind of where I go with that.
Okay.
Coach, what would you say the strength of this team is going to be? Offense, defense, a little mixture of both?
Well, obviously we got our 2 running backs right here, Jaden and Travis Hill. Jaden gets a lot of the love. Travis Hill is just as good. He's an all-conference running back as well. So we like to think we're going to be able to run the football. Our back 7 is extremely talented and fast. We're going to rely on those guys and Nick back there to make a lot of plays. So yeah, I would have to say probably our back 7 in our run game.
So Dallas, you turned into a leader sophomore. Coach talked a little bit about media day, you turning into a leader there. Now being a senior, I believe University of Virginia commit. Talk about what you're doing to bring that leadership for the 3rd year to a defensive program that only allowed, I think it was 15 points a game. So how do you get better as a leader?
I feel like leadership starts with what you do, and then people gonna follow it and see what you're doing correctly. So I try to set the tone for the defense every day in my work, and then just try to put guys along. So you gotta make the best out of guys every day, and that's what I try to do. So make sure I'm doing what I'm doing at a high level, and then try to bring them along and accelerate them from where they're at. Say how much weight? What are you saying?
No. He said no. The weights. Jaden, you've been in high school so long. You feel like the game's slowing down for you? It's almost not fair for everybody else?
What you said, Coach?
You've been playing for so long. Has the game slowed down for you?
Nah, not really. I just go out there do my thing. Honestly, I don't really worry about
This for Jared. Jared, how has it been kind of transitioning into this program? And do you feel comfortable with what you guys are doing offensively?
Yeah, the transition was great. I got here, coaching staff, he taught the offense to me, and I just kind of just had it all and brought it all in. Everybody around me, just welcomed me here and taking the leadership, of the offense and trying to be the leader of, after adjusting me for 3 years is a little rough, but, we're working on it.
Okay.
As to kind of piggyback off that, Jared, for you, taking over a program like Independence, who's kind of been like quarterback university for a long history, obviously your coach being one of them, your trainer being another, how do you want to see your mark be left on Independence?
I just want to see my own mark by just winning games, to be honest. And the goal here is just to win games, win championships. So I just want to be remembered as a winner.
Jared, how do your skills translate into this offense? How do you kind of plus this offense with your skills?
My skills, I think I can have a 3 level. I'm athletic. I can throw every throw on the field. Can throw out routes, comebacks. I feel like whatever coach asks me to do, I can do.
So Meck, you had an injury last year, early in the season. Talk about your health, and I believe you're at the University of Notre Dame commit. So are you healthy again? Are you going to be able to play week 1, and what we should expect from your season?
Yes, sir. I feel great. The fact that I can be able to just sit here and say that I'm playing football is a blessing. The fact that I can put my cleats on and just go grind with the guys. Yes, I'm committed to Notre Dame, but I don't really think about that when I'm on the field. I just think about something I can do to help the team, to make plays, be able to say, yeah, that's a Notre Dame commit when you're out there.
Coach, how will being in this conference help you guys get to that next level? Because you talk about getting to that level, but how will being in this league, this tough league, help you guys get to that?
Yeah, that's going to be everything. I think somebody said it earlier. The moment you open up conference play, you get in the playoffs. And you got teams like West Charlotte, the defending champs, and Mallard Creek, and Butler in the North. So, it's tough conference in the state. So, and then you add that to our non-conference with Gaffney, Hub, Christian, Lakeland, and Palisades. We like probably a 10-week playoff schedule. So we like to think as long as we can get out of that thing healthy, we should be well prepared for the playoffs. But it's going to be fun. We told the kids last couple weeks ago that we won't have any off weeks this week, this year. Once we hit it, we're hitting the ground running.
Tab, you haven't gotten the question yet, but talk to me about that running back room and where your leadership comes out as a senior, and what your role is going to be on this team to get over the hump, as Coach has been talking about.
I feel like as far as right now, me and Jay, we just going on our 3rd year, so we're pretty confident in the offense. And going into my senior year, I'm gonna be a little more versatile, catching out the backfield more than I can, and really running the ball this year. We always gonna take pride in that, so that's what I'm doing this year.
Any additional questions for Coach or any of the Patriots?
Yeah, for Nick, why did you choose Notre Dame?
The biggest reason I chose Notre Dame was networking. I feel like football doesn't last for long. They always be saying 4 for 40, which is just the 4 years of college or really 40 years of life. So really just being able to sit back and say that when I get that degree from Notre Dame, I'll be set right.
All right, that will bring the end of the Patriots time. Bill